Welcome to episode 2 of Spore. This is in the third stage, the Tribal Stage. The Tribal Stage resembles more of like a strategy game where you have to build buildings so that your tribal members can, are able to so that they are able to get new items such as throwing spears, stone axes, gathering canes, and healing rods. And then you can see the bar down below in the bottom. That is your progress bar. Each of those look like brain symbols in the smaller section of the bar that they're in. Each of those is a mark for those will fill up if you conquer/ally a tribe. Notice that on the mini-map, you will see a brown icon that looks like a house. That is known as the Brown Village. And it's funny because there's an achievement that I got like a while ago called Deja Vu, where if you encounter a creature that you made in a different save profile, you get the achievement. And this has happened to me like so many times, like most of the creatures in this tribal stage, or at least the smart ones, I guess. Even they, well, like mostly they are creatures that I created. You can see a dareling, another species of redling. I accidentally used the name twice. Don't judge. Then you can use your tribal members, and then you can use your tribal members to gather fruit or meat, which allows you to get food. So then if you right click on either food or meat, you have to be in your combat stance, which is at what looks like a crosshair right above the progress bar. You have to select that if you want to attack animals. If you select the social stance, which is the green thing right next to it, then you will be set to tame things. That's right, you can domesticate wild creatures. Crazy, I know. Then you can see that I am currently controlling my tribe members, and now I have 4 of them. I used to only have 3. Okay, now there are 5 of them. I almost have 6. Yep, there's 6. And then that's because I hovered over the hut, my hut, which then it says add baby for 10 meat. And then I don't really get how meat transfers to a baby, but I'm just not gonna go to that subject. So then, as you can see, I am currently using my tribe members to gather food. And then that little thing next to the progress bar has a number on it. That is how much meat I have. And then when my tribe members are hungry, they can eat the meat. Then they'll not be hungry anymore. I just went into the tribal planner, and I'm adding throwing spears. Now, this is the weapon that I used for the rest of the game, and I didn't really use any other weapons, which might have been a mistake, but throwing spears, they're just awesome. Because you get like a cool dash ability with them, and then you can also attack from a range. They're just awesome. Like I would definitely, if you're able to get them, recommend getting them. And now for the tribal stage, I am more of a predator than a socializer because I eliminated, I think, 3 out of 5 of the other tribes, yeah. And then the other two I ally. And then I will not be covering the whole tribal stage in this video because, well, it's more interesting if they're in different videos, right? I have to go through the struggle of coming up with more names and, well, yeah. So, and I'm going over to the Brown Village to try to impress them. Notice that I am in the social stance. And that is for a reason so that I can try to ally them. And the main idea is that you see that I am playing for them. So then they wanted the wooden horns, which you can see in chat bubbles above their heads. So then I click on the wooden horns. That's the only instrument I have. So far, anyway. And then so they're now my friend and thought my performance was a 10 out of 10. Yay. And then I am going to do that again, which will allow me to befriend them. Want wooden horns? You get wooden horns. Wooden horns. All they want is wooden horns. Ever heard of a didgeridoo or maracas? Apparently not. And they are now my ally. And that big thing in the corner, that's an epic dareling. It's a primitive generation of the other species I made, which is called a dareling. Those other things, like the tribe that I was allying was actually also a dareling, but they went through intense changes after being a creature, then to a tribe, then to like a sentient species. And they're pretty good. Like the thing is, somehow I still encounter them in a tribal generation. I also encounter them in a primitive generation. What I call tribal and primitive is the creature stage, microscopic is the cell stage, and then modern is the civilization stage. I finally remembered the name, yay. And then futuristic is the space stage. And notice that those are a tribal generation of redlings from another profile that I created. Now, I actually forgot that the name Redling was already taken. I couldn't really think of anything else because I'm bad with names. Then I'm going to attack the pink village. They were not the most powerful things, and you can also see that epic dareling is going to attack them. Like, I really thought I made those things better, but apparently not. At least in that generation, anyway. I think they'll look a lot better now. And then I'm hunting those primitive redlings, which really didn't change much before they went in the tribal stage. And then notice I'm using the throwing spears ability in that little menu when you attack an enemy in the combat stance. I'm killing off all these primitive redlings because for some reason they just they're always enemies. I don't know why, they're just so aggressive. That epic dareling, I think, killed the chieftain. Oh wait, no, that was just a regular tribe member, I think. The chieftain has like a stick, like a torch with a skull on the end of it. It looks more like what would be the skull of a dragon than a human skull, but I like it that way because why not keep it PG? And then I now have room for for 9 tribe members because I allied the Brown Village and reached one of those marker things. I guess it would be called like progress points or something. And then there are 2 of those, and once I reach the next one, I will get a maximum of 12 tribe members. I don't know why I wasn't uh, making more tribe members, or well, forget I used the word making. well, getting more tribe members, I guess. And then, you can see I'm finally attacking the pink village. Going in. Now, my tribal chieftain almost died. That's like the big figure with the skull stick. That's what I'll call it. I think it's really just a tribal staff or something. And I just used the fire bombs ability, which is right above the combat and social stance buttons. And then my chieftain is at low health. He almost died, but he still made it. And then because throwing spears are great against tribe members and animals, but not so good against structures. If I would have had flaming torches by then, that structure would have gone within seconds. And then this video covers about, well, almost half of the tribal stage. And then, because the reason you see no creature stage videos, and this is the second spore video, that is because for some reason didn't record right while I was doing the creature stage. So sometime I'll go back to that, add in a different race, because I didn't load a backup save file so I could go back and replay it and record it. So if you're wondering why there's no creature stage and I just skipped to the third stage, that is why. Then overall, I think the tribal stage, it's considered one of the most difficult stages, but it really depends on what difficulty you're in. Right, there are 3 different difficulties. I am on easy because, well, this is more of a walkthrough than like just something that you watch for fun, because why not? Walkthroughs are, well, I guess they're basically, I wouldn't say better, but they might be a little more useful. That is the end of the video.